to apologize to people often because I would stare at them. Because I was always studying human behavior and humanity. I just thought people are so interesting, and I was always curious about their story, so I would just stare. And she would be like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. She'd just walk around apologizing to people because I would just be staring all the time. It helped me. It helped me as an actress.
Your character falls in love with Ben, who has 3 kids, and that's the in your life. Are we going to see more of what makes Ben worth it?
What?
I'm sorry. 3 kids? 3 kids? I'm like, whoa. When I watched it, I was like, oh.
I'll tell you what makes it worth it. Ben is such a compassionate, patient guy. With the fact that I'm in such foreign territory, I would imagine if you're a dude you're a divorced guy with 3 kids, you've got some of them are teenagers going through puberty, the last thing you want is a woman who has no idea what the hell she is doing. So it takes a real warm, compassionate, patient soul to be a father and also integrate me into his life, and that's telling right there of someone who's of value.
Yeah, I think you'll see as the season progresses that Ben is the kind of guy who just wants to make the people in his life happy. He'll do anything for her. He'll do anything for his kids. And that's really the only thing that anyone's really looking for, right? And
you know what I love too is like as the season progresses and I start integrating more with the kids and I start going like, oh well, maybe I can kind of do this. He then starts opening up his vulnerabilities, and like as I take a little more presence with the kids, it allows him to become more vulnerable. Because he doesn't have to be the solid one all the time, which then opens the door to even more comedy, because then I kind of have moments where I can boss him around as if I know what I'm doing.
Sure.
But and it's just more comedy in that way. We sort of switch roles a little bit from time to time.
Yeah, and even though things get crazier and more hectic, I think it gives Alice a new sense of purpose. She has a chance to have a family, and that's maybe something she didn't imagine was possible. There's a lot of richness that comes out of that. But I think he's worth it.
What about the premise of the series made you guys want to audition for it?
Oh, there's never been anything done like this on network TV. I mean, I always look for something different. And, I mean, there's a CGI character I'm obsessed with CGI movies, and to be part of that and privy to that experience is like a lifetime, it's a chance at a lifetime. And with Jenna attached to the project, it was like, this is a great opportunity to work with a veteran sitcom brilliant actor, and for me I jumped at that.
And what about you? What attracted
also
you
the
to
money.
Primetime money never sucks. Never a bad thing. I loved how much I have to do, how many problems my character has at any given time in any of these scenes is like epic. Physically, emotionally, mentally, in a comedic way. And I just thought, oh my God, I have so much to do. There's so much to play. I would be like pulling from every tool in my tool belt to do this role, which I really got excited about. Because it wasn't one note. There's like a lot going on, and so that really interested me. I just thought, wow, I haven't done this before. That seems fun. And like everybody involved is super talented, from Sean Levy to Adam Goldberg and Doug Robinson, an Academy Award-winning animator. I'm like, okay, I couldn't find any reason not to do it, and I really didn't want to do network television anymore. I told my agents, do not bring me a network television show. I'm not doing it.
So Rachel Dratch, Rachel Dratch wasn't around, right?
No.
So how did you guys make that work? To interact with the Mary season?
Yeah. So when they offered me this role, I was like, okay, we gotta have a little powwow here. So me and Sean and Adam and Doug and Dave, we all got together and had a little meeting. I said, if I'm gonna do this, I can't just have like the random script supervisor person reading Mary's lines flatly, because I already have something that doesn't exist, and I can't have a zero performance on top of it from a co-star, even if it's an animated character. So And then also, I said, I'm going to need this. We will get you a comedic actress to be on set in Vancouver to do Mary's lines with you, because Rachel records all her stuff way after the fact. Once we film it, they edit it together, and then she sees it and does her voice. So, and they're going to have a life-size puppet, a puppeteer, and the actress. And I said, okay. I said, now here's the other thing. Like, I'm in Vancouver, and there's always a learning curve with any new project. So, as we're figuring out something that's never been done in primetime television, and the entire writer's room is in Los Angeles, and we're up in Vancouver, what happens as what if I have a question about a scene? Like, I don't want to feel like I'm just up there floating by myself, going through this learning curve. And so they're like, no, we'll have two writers on set at all times that are going to rotate, so that there's always someone who's been in the writer's room who kind of knows what's happening creatively to answer your questions. And they also had a live feed from set into the writer's room in Los Angeles, so they could see how a scene was playing, and we could powwow and bounce ideas off if needed, which actually we didn't have to use very often because they really were on top of it. And Doug Robinson's a great producer. Sean Levy was all over it, and I just felt really supported. So that was helpful because I didn't want to be floundering.
Okay, we got to start walking to the page.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I get a quick photo? Thank you.
This my trailer. Oh,
Thank
this
you.
is the camera, the video. Thanks, brother.
Love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
Perfect. Thank you.
I loved all my dragon.
All right. Here's the